For your mercy never fails me all my days. I've been held in your hand from the moment that I wake up until I lay my head. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Let's sing that. I love your voice. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire. You have led me through the fire in the darkest night. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. Oh yeah. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. Let's sing it aloud now. All my life. And all my life you have been faithful. All my life. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. His goodness is right after us. Come on now. Your goodness is. Let me hear the girls sing it. Come on, girls. Your. Let me hear the boys sing it now. Your goodness. Your goodness is running after me. Let me hear the adults sing it now. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good. Every breath that I am able, oh, I want to sing of the goodness of God. Let us pray. Indeed, Lord God, we can sing of your goodness, your faithfulness. Every single day, your faithfulness is renewed and we experience it. Thank you so much for this gathering. Thank you, Lord, for the children that are here today as we celebrate Career Day. Lord, you have etched out a career path for each student standing here. Our prayer is the more they get to know you, the more they will understand the calling that you have given to them. And they will play a significant role, not only in our country, but in the region and globally, wherever you will place them in this world, that they will play a significant role in global uplifting. We commit the day's proceedings into your hands and pray that today will be like none other. It will be a special day, an enlightening day, a rewarding day, a productive day. And at the end of it all, we can say, indeed, it was good to be in school today. Thank you, Lord. In the name of our Lord Jesus the Christ. Amen. All right, you may be seated. So and I want to chit chat with you a bit. So, as was mentioned earlier, I have a career path, and but it's multifaceted, right? So, one, I am a minister of religion / a pastor, so I've been ordained as a pastor. That's a good question. I don't like that question because I'm not really in a church right now as a pastor. But I do visit a Baptist church, but I'm not a Baptist minister. I'm a minister in another denomination. Thanks for that question. So that's one thing. Second thing, I'm an academic / educator / college professor, college lecturer. So those are my two career paths. What I love about them is that they do allow me flexibility. So right now I can be here with you guys because I do not have a class. My class is at 5:30 this evening. So I love the flexibility that comes with my job. And I'm not boxed into an office or 8 to 4, 9 to 5. But my hours are very flexible, so that's what I like about being a pastor and being an academic college lecturer. But the thing about it is, the downside is that every now and again you may get a call or you're asked to do something beyond regular working. Those two opportunities, though, they have allowed me to meet a number of people. So I meet a lot of people, a lot of students, year in, year out. I meet new students at the college and wherever I have taught before. As a minister of religion, also, I'm constantly meeting new people. I love that. I'm a people person, but at times I can be very in my shell. So they have forced me to be in the face of people. And these are really helpful. Well, one is pretty much an educator, is also a helping profession in my view, and the pastor. So I do help people quite a bit, and I love that. I love to help people, and that's what it does. So I use those examples to just talk to you for a couple minutes about ACT. Everybody say the word ACT after me. Say it again, ACT. Spell it for me. A-C-T. ACT. So I'm using those 3 letters as acronyms for my little book, right? And act is not by itself, but act on what God has given to you. Act on what God has given to you. Everybody say act on what God has given to me. So here's the thing now. There is a passage in James 1 verse 17. James 1 verse 17 says this. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. Every perfect and good gift comes from God, right? Comes from God. So here's the thing. Look around the room. What do you see? Social studies, science, home economics, business, physical education, music. What else we could have up there as career paths? The arts. Anything else? Anything else? Engineering. Yeah, we could have all those up there. All those who want to go into computer science, let me see your hands. Those who want to go into medicine, a medicinal field. Education, academics, sports. Who are the footballers, the cricketers, the basketballers, the netballers, and so forth in here. All right, so those are career paths that you can take. But here's the first meaning of the letter A in that act is, everybody say after me, appreciate. What are you appreciating? You are appreciating that on the day that you were born, God gave you a gift. And in giving you a gift, it's a gift that you can use for your career path. And not only that, God also, along the way, is going to give you what? Say talents. Everybody say talents. So you have some gift that you were born with, and then you're going to acquire some talents along the way. So like me, right? I like basketball. Any basketball in here? I like basketball. But sad for me, when I was in high school, I didn't play basketball in my high school. I didn't. Because at that time, I did not know that I had that talent. When I left high school, that I recognized that I could play ball. And I played ball with my guys in the community. And that's how I learned to play basketball. But I knew that along the way. So what's going to happen is that you guys are going to do, you're going to discover some things that you can do and that you love along the way, right? And it is God who has done that for you. He's going to bring people into your life, your teachers and your parents and your friends. We're going to say, hey, girlfriend, you know that you can do that really good? Am I for real? Your virgin will come and say, yo, virgin, you know, sir, you're good at fixing cars. Are you good at robotics? You're like, no, it's just a hobby. He said, no, man, you're good at it. And the teacher comes along and says, here's what I need you to do. You need to spend more time doing some science subjects or some physics so that you can really hone the skills of robotics. And you realize that when you get to my age, you own your own robotics company or firm. But along the way, you have discovered a talent or a gift. So everybody say appreciate. Say after me, I am appreciating the gifts God has given to me. I am and I will appreciate the talents I will discover that God has given to me. So that's A, appreciate the gifts. That you have a gift, each one of you, and each of you will discover your talents that will lead you into those paths. Second thing is C, conscious. Everybody say be conscious. So if you know that God has given you a gift, and you have some talents you want to discover, you have to be conscious how you treat the thing, not you. You have to be conscious how you treat it. Now, this is my cell phone, right? Like it's not the top line like the iPhone 13. Anybody have an iPhone 13? What's the latest Samsung? You have the latest Samsung? You have it in your bag? Yeah, take it out for me. I want you to come here quickly, right? Then he has the latest stuff. Bring up yourself for birthday. Right, come right here. Now, if I ask you, that's a nice answer, right? What if I ask you to smash it? You do that? You wouldn't do that, would you? Should I smash my cell phone? No. Why wouldn't he smash the nice Samsung that you have? Why wouldn't he do that? It looked nice. It's too expensive. Very expensive. It's a waste of money. That's so true. So you want me to smash it? Just give me your number to smash it, please, please, please. All right. Let's get up for it. Thank you so much. So he wouldn't smash his cell phone. I wouldn't do it because it's something that is dear to us, right? So he's treating it with some care. Now listen, if you know that God has given you some gifts and some talents, be conscious of how you treat the thing, right? If you can sing, that's your gift, what are you going to do? Take care of your voice, right? If you know you can play sports, what are you going to do? You're so conscious of this gift that it can do good things for you. You're going to do what? You're going to take care of it and treat it well. That's a lesson that I have learned over the years. Right? So I have to, as a college lecturer, I treat my students with much care. I treat the task of teaching, advising students with much care. Because that's what God has given me. So I have to treat it well. So everybody say after me, C, conscious. So A is appreciated, appreciating the gift, being conscious of how you treat it and care for it. And the final one, no, the one that you may not like. No, you didn't get that one. T is actually, everybody say after me, take time to toil. That's not what that does that mean. Can you spell toil? Spell toil. T-O-I-L.
Does it mean greed?
No. So now anybody can put it in context. What would the word toil mean? Anybody? Take time to toil. Wait, some Virgin. Wait, sir. Work. Everybody up it. All right. He's innocent. So that's exactly it. Work. It means work the thing. And it's work to an extreme. Really what we say in Jamaica is work hard or work hard. If you have a gift, you appreciate it, you're conscious that you have to treat it well. Here's what God expects of us. He expects us to work hard. Who loves LeBron James? Put your hands up. Who loves, he's now from he now plays with, I can't pronounce his name, always tongue twister for me, but he's now the top dog in basketball, tall dude like myself, dark and handsome like myself. Anyway, what's his name? Anybody know him? Not Michael. Michael Jordan was back in my days. Not Kobe. Kobe was also in my days. What's the name of the guy? Giannis. Giannis, man. Giannis. The Greek freak. Now, guess what? Giannis works at his game. He's one of the best basketball players in the NBA right now. And the reason why he is because he toils. He works hard. Where's your principal? Madam Principal, please stand. No, Madam Principal is the top administrator in your school. She's a principal. Like Mr. Giannis, guess what? In order for her to be a very good principal, she has to do what? She has to work hard. And I know that she's not a lazy lady. She works hard. If you're going to look at the career paths around, if you are going to really do well, you and I have to have this habit of doing what? Toiling up, working the art, work the thing, right? Work the gift. Work the gift. So if you can sing, you need to get some voice training and you need to ensure that you take your voice and practice the songs and diction and all of those things. Anyways, go take it to music. So I'm coming to an end now. Let's say those three words in act. A, appreciate the gifts. Exactly. And C, being conscious. So you're going to treat the thing right. And T is toil. So everybody say after me, act. Act on the gifts and talents that God has given to you. Because every good and perfect gift, including your career, comes from who? God. You guys were super. I love your interaction. You guys were excellent. Thank you so much for being here. All right, wasn't that refreshing? All right, wasn't that refreshing? A stands for, C stands for, T,
All right, very good. Thank you very much, Reverend Bedford, for giving us a tiny reminder of the purpose why we are here today. Now, speaking of which, we have some guests in our presence today. All right, everybody can tell who they are? Adults? That's what you said, Leon? Who are the guests in our midst today? All right, so since you're not sure, I'm going to ask them to stand. So all my guests, could you stand for us? You're not guests today? You're not here for a job or no? You're just here to chill. Can I ask my guests to stand? Let me hear a round of applause for them. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think they are guests in our midst. So, some time ago, when I was in high school, they normally have a teacher's day. Well, teacher's day is in the month of May, right? And so every teacher's day, the teachers normally choose some students. Thank you very much. You can see. The teachers normally choose some students to teach for them for the day. Anybody know anything about that? Right. So, I'm a good student. My grades are good. And so most years, I end up being a teacher, right? Now, on that day, of course, you dress up like a teacher and you deliver the lesson, right? And so for that one day, students, their peers had to respect them, they had to listen to them. And so this morning, we are taking the time out to get them familiar as to what one respect does. So when you're not in a uniform, there's a certain level of respect that you command based on how you dress. And so, gentlemen, I'm seeing you lovely put together. Ladies, you're looking nice. Can we give them a round of applause again? Right? So in a professional world, we have to keep that. Right? So today is all about careers. It's all about the choices you make now that you are in school. Right? So today we're going to be hearing a little about that. And the first presentation that we're going to have will be from Miss Melissa McGoo, who will be talking to us about the importance of school. Right? And I'm sure we know why we're here. But Ms. McGoo is going to be telling us about the importance of school and why is it that we need to be in school.
Morning, everyone. So I won't do much talking. What we're actually doing is we're going to be doing a short skit. So the acting, right? So this skit is going to be about 3 students, Peter, Eloise, and Patricia. Now these students are going to be in high school and you have to pay very close attention to each of them, right? We're going to be having different behaviors, so you have to look at them and how they behave. You're going to see them during high school, right? Up until the time when they're going to be going to university or college, and then getting ready to do a job interview, right? They have to look at the skit, look at the students, pay attention, right? You'll be asking a few questions. So while you're watching, you're going to see why it is important for you to be in school, to do well, and to focus on your talents and what it is that you want to do. All right? So pay very close attention. Good morning, class. How are you today? All right, very good. Let me mark the register. Eloise, come on. All right. Peter Davidson. All right. Where's Patricia? Nate Kim. Boy, she's always late. morning, Miss Patricia. Where are you going this morning? Patricia, you have to come early. All right, before we start our lesson, I'm going to go to housekeeping. All right, so I went through the essays, and Eloise did very well. Peter, excellent. Patricia, I didn't get any SBA, these are the assignments that you had to do. What happened? No, but they were due yesterday. Yes, Patricia. Patricia? No, you cannot be doing this. You have to do your assignment and your SBA almost on time. But you have not been doing at all. Have you gone to the extra lessons that your mother told me about? What about, we're having traffic tutoring here at school. Have you gone to any of the sessions? But even if you want to be a farmer, you still have to. You know, even though the academic is a bit hard for you, you still have to try. And you're so good at music. Have you gone to Mr. Bennett's drumming class? No, Patricia. You're not doing good in academics. You have such a good talent. You know that you can go to Ednaman and even become a teacher and teach students how to play other instruments? Yes. No, it can be anything that you want to do, but you have to pay attention and focus. So even if you're not good at math, there are other things that you can be good at, right? Anyways, I'm going to give you an assignment. You have a couple minutes to complete it on your table. And when you finish, your hand it over to me, all right? Okay, hand them into me. Very good. All right. Yes, ma'am, you can go ahead. Keep on 100%. Very good. Eloise, 75. Very good. How much do you think Patricia got, right? She got 50%. All right. You know, I don't understand. Patricia, I have so many good talents, you know. I know that it's hard. It's probably in math and everything, but she don't even go into the extra lessons. And she's so good at her drumming. She could go to college, you know, and she could even become a teacher and teach other students how to play music. She has to do all the effort almost time to graduate, and I'm not even sure she's going to be graduating. Only she could realize the importance of school. All right, 2 years later, and Peter, Eloise, and Patricia meet at the bus stop. Let us see what happens from the time they have left high school. Wait, Peter? All right. All right, so you have seen Patricia, Peter, and Eloise meet up at the bus stop. So Peter is at university, and Eloise has been going to art to do her certificate in administration. And what happened to Patricia? She's going to a class by a church to do her subject that she did not do in school. All right, well, guess what? A couple years has passed, and it's now time for them to look about their career. That means one of them are going to be doing an interview, right? So let us see what is going to happen here.
Another day at work.
Good morning, sir. How are you? I'm fine, sir. Not a problem. In a minute. You're here for the interview? Yes, it's me. This is for you. This is. May I have your document, please? But already the application required, you don't have any of these things. I'm sorry. You are not going to call the position today. I cannot pour and I'm not five in English. But you're already disappointed. But you need all the tools anyone. Sorry, Patricia. You won't hear it.
Oh no. So Peter has become the executive of the company and employed Eloise, who did her admin. So she was the person interviewing Patricia. And what happened to Patricia? No subject. She did not focus in school. She did not do her CXC. She did not focus on her talents. Now she can't get a job. I hope she has learned her lesson. So let us see what is going to happen to Patricia. Is she able to pull through, or will she just sit at home and just give up because she has not done well? You know, it's never too late. Even if you are in adulthood and you have not accomplished what you want to accomplish, there is still time. Just have to be motivated. So let us see. Let's take a look at Patricia and hear what she has to say. I hope she has learned her lesson.
Can't believe. And the 10th of you this make up on. And what is family, man? No, sir. Time off is so hard. No, sir. What can I want me to do? Go clean the screen? No, we can't do that. Up here, no. We get 1 5 and 1 4. I want to them. No, big number that. I can't believe it. Only if me just hear when me did in high school. Come on. Oh, Peter. Now Peter come from foreign. Now Peter come from foreign in a town. CEO. A own big time firm. What they say they do. LA. Sit on administrator and I do interview. And me? But if me just want this when it music class, me could have done musician for you. I go art just go do and sub skill set. Take on some skills on my art. Something to think about. Me know for sure say me no do nothing. Them kind of something there. All right then. So me definitely have to go put on the shoes good and drop the socks because things can't stay so. Come, we have to get it too. Ah boy. Well, some of you learn later. Don't make it happen to you.
All right, so we're finished and we'll ask a question. Would anybody like to tell me what they learned from this skit? Anybody? We go to her.
You have to work hard in school so that you can succeed well and all and get high to the top, and then you can get a real job for life.
So then, very big round of applause.
Don't waste your time.
Right?
Always work hard for the things you want.
Always work hard for the things you want. All right, thanks everyone. One more.
You must work hard for what you want, because the time that you wasted in school yesterday, you might never get back that time.
The time you wasted in school, you might never get back that time. All right, just one more. Just one.
Time is money.
Time is money, right? So her mother had to pay school fees. She didn't get any subjects, and also have to go to extra class and everything. And sometimes parents don't have the money to be sending to school. So when they have the opportunity, you do have to make use of it. And team, and you saw, even if you're struggling in certain subjects, your talent that each and every one of you have. And you can build on that talent and even go on to have a career. You know, your person can be a fashion designer, animator, YouTube streamer, all of those things, right? Yes, so as this young man said, the opportunity comes once, so make good use of it, all right? All right, thank you everyone.
Thank you very much, Ms. McGoo and company. Wasn't that refreshing? Did you learn something from that? Right, so you have at least one person, two persons, three persons who may be like Patricia, who are coming to school every day and not learning anything, but probably because mommy drives a big car in a nice little job, you feel like you don't need to toil, right? You want to just chill and go through life easily. But there comes a time when you're going to have that responsibility to go out into the world of work, right? And you're going to need to know how to speak for yourself. Right? So that was a very timely reminder for us, or for those of us who are not working hard enough. And it's not just all about academic work. Right? So one of the things that she said, she had an interest in music. How many of us girls can braid somebody's hair? You can comb people's hair well. Right? That's a skill. That's something that you can make a lot of money from. Right? So not everyone will get 100 on their exam or their tests or quizzes, but there is always something that you can do with your hands. Right? I went to the best university there is. And the motto says, what? Do it with thy might. And that is the Michael University. Right? So if you want to be a teacher like me, you gotta work hard. All right, so our next presenter will be Mrs. Graham, and she'll be coming to talk to us about being aware about self. Who are you? Right? So if somebody comes to you and asks you, who are you? Like what I'm gonna do now, what would you tell them? Alright, good answer. So if somebody comes to you, who are you? A student that defines you as a person. All right, so that's something we need to think about, right? So yes, we are all students, right? But that does not define you as a person. You had your hand up. Who are you? So you are more than your name, right? So as Mrs. Graham comes to us, she's going to be telling us who, she's not going to tell us who she thinks you are. You're going to be doing the self-searching based on what she's going to tell us, and that will help you to understand yourself a little better. Right? Ready for us? All right, so let's make her welcome. Give her a round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing this morning? Good. All right, so I was looking at who am I? And I heard us answering the question already. That's great. But we're going to get a little deeper than that. I'm going to ask each of you to take out one of these. Take out one. You want to take more than one? Just one is fine. All right. And to do each group. All right, so you're going to take out one of those, and you may, if you wish to participate, you can raise your hands and you can come to you, right? And we'll be talking around those topics, right? So while that's a big issue, let us talk about what self is. When you hear about self-esteem, what comes to mind? Go ahead. Okay. Anyone else? Self-esteem. What comes to your mind when you hear about self-esteem? One word, just a word. Or you view yourself, emotions, anger, okay, emotions, personality, fear, okay, emotions. All right. So self-esteem is self-confidence, self-worth, self-respect, right? The respect for others, and a sense of humor and peace within you. So all of that captures what self-esteem is about. Bear in mind that it's not a fixed state. It changes. The changes depending on what you have experienced, right, or how you are feeling. Someone says anger, happy, sadness, fear. So all of those captures or helps to define who you are in that time and moment. So when one criticizes you, let me see the hand of those who have a paper because we want to work on those, right? All right. What is on your paper?
I feel more comfortable at school and teachers. I would say I feel comfortable at school and the teachers and schools. Sometimes
Okay, paper. Let me hear from you over here.
coffee, perfect, are kind, generous, loyal, and positive and fearless. Because because I think of these personal values, I think of these as strong messages, and tells me that I should never give up on my.
Okay, great. So in your hands, you have different questions. Some questions that ask about your values, some ask about your strengths. Are we listening? Are we listening? Some questions ask about your values, some ask about your strengths. Right? So these are some of the things that build you, make you you. Kalima shared about some of her values a while ago. Who else have a value paper in their hand that speaks about the values? But what are some of the values though? Yes. You have paper that speaks to values? Okay. Other person here.
Okay, can someone define value for me?
A value is basically something that is dear to you, something that kind of like trustworthiness. If trustworthiness is a value and someone lies to you, it basically
Excuse me, you wanted to know what value was, right? Okay, so I will be coming to you next to tell you what is yours, right?
value is basically something that is core to you. So like if your value is trustworthiness and someone lies to you, like it feels wrong. It feels wrong. Even though you're trying to say it's fine, but deep down in your core, it feels wrong. It feels like something.
Thanks for sharing that. Okay, so you're ready to tell us now? Okay, great.
My biggest value is my family. If somebody hurts them, I wouldn't want to live as hurt my family. It's my deepest value, something that I mostly treasure. I never want to, and I never want it to.
Okay. Can someone else help us out here? And, all right. So, want to say something about that? The gear value.
Yes, I think value is something that means something important to something.
Thank you. All right. So values are things that are important and that persons hold dear to. It also speaks to how one view oneself and how other persons might view you, right? So, for example, I don't know your name, but you have shared trustworthiness, kindness, caring, love, all of those things fall under your value system. I'm hearing a lot of talking. All right, control unless you want to talk to me, all right? So those are some of the things that I want you to look into. Why? Why those are also called positive traits. Because you may ask, why this for career day? Bear in mind, preparing yourself to go into a world of work, you have to know who you are and what you want. Bear in mind that people will treat you the way you treat yourself. So if you don't seem very confident in what you do, or you're not so sure, or you just a little, jog by whatever one say you want with it kind of a thing, even if it is wrong, not if it is good, one with it. If it is wrong, then you'll find that persons will want to wonder and just to think about what your value systems are, what your beliefs are, what do you treasure, who are you, how would you conduct yourself, all of those things make you you. So the reason for this topic this morning is to build self-confidence and build self-worth, right? To understand what you want and where you want to be. Is that clear? To know what you want and where you want to be. So you've been hearing all morning about different career paths and ways to get to it. You might see the things around us. You may hear it in your guidance classes. You may hear it in your classes when you should do your assignment and all of that. But how would that build you? How will it build you to make you the woman and man for tomorrow? Of course, it starts by being obedient, yeah? And listening to other person when they are speaking, right? So someone else will listen to you when you are speaking. Okay? So it continues. You trust yourself. Others trust you. So you know you're not going to take on somebody's stuff because it's not yours, it was given. So, trustworthiness. Be patient and kind, right? So you're not going to bully anybody around. So it starts here in the classroom, here at school. So when you get older and go out in the world, work of word or word of work, whichever way the terminology is spelled. But when you go out there as an adult, you'll be able to carry out the task effectively. I want you to reflect on those questions that we got. You may not be able to speak to me, all of you, regarding those, but I want you to reflect on them and speak to your guidance counselor about those things, all right? I want us to do an activity. I need 4 persons, please. Please come. Okay, I have 1. All right, space. Can I get 2 more persons? Okay. All right, you all don't need to come so close. See, we can remove the mask, which I want to see, right? And then you're going to try and burst the balloon without piercing it. So squeeze it or whatever. Say blow it as big, yeah. Right. So we're going to time them, right? All right. So after 2, we're going to give them how many seconds? 16. All right, so go. Starting 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 4, 5. These balloons seem to have a hole in it. So each time you blow, the air goes out to the side. Alright? That's it. So. Blow your balloon. Go ahead and blow. Alright? So, alright, wait. So we still have two balloons. We still have two balloons. No, you can't put this. No. So we're still waiting on two balloons, and then we talk about this. What we do. Please. All right. Now let's play around those two balloons. Okay. Bear in mind. Thank you. Thank you so much for participating. Okay. What's the lesson? Notice that they all got a white balloon. Right? Each person, they put a well, each of them put a lot of effort to get it blown. Mark was trying to blow his other only, so each time he blew, we get it. So, I'm not sure his name is. The student that was standing here, the first coming up first. Alex? Okay, thank you. And then, Rihanna? Verse afterwards. But the point is, at times we have similar values, right? The same value. Things, pressure comes at us. Cars, friend of yours might have died, situation that will fail an exam, whatever. And you realize that the pressure that comes at you, are we listening? Are we still playing with the balloons? We need to listen, right? Because of the pressure that comes, you realize that you feel like a balloon, just first. It feels so overwhelming. It may drive you into depression, and you realize that to some degree, you're no longer the same person. You might start to think differently. You start to do things differently. For example, the pandemic, you're at home, you're not able to socialize with your friends and that kind of thing. Some of you might feel a sense of depressed or, bored, just want to get up on our sanity. So the pressures of life will come at you. But even when it might shatter in pieces, as it is now, it is not a paper. It is still plastic and it's still what it was. But the only thing it was is a balloon now, and a full balloon that was blown. So there are different stages. So this is you in different stages. Being old, pressure, sometimes you feel shattered. But at the end of the day, Still hold your composure, still hold your values, still hold your beliefs, still build confidence in you, still motivate you. If it means that you need to stand before a mirror and speak positive things within yourself, I am beautiful, I am smart, I can do it. When persons may tell you otherwise, they may say you don't, you can't do this thing right, or whatever it might be, bear in mind that you are valuable. Bear in mind that you have what it takes to be and to do. So my encouraging words to you today, no matter what pressure comes at you, right? Even if you feel like a burst balloon, hold your values together. Never let go from them. All right? Okay? Have a blessed day.
All right, was that interesting? Did we have fun watching that presentation? All right, so we thank Mrs. Graham for so ably presenting to us who we are, and I hope at the end of that presentation that we would have gotten a better understanding of ourselves and who we are. And that is very important to take with you anywhere you go, right? So even for us right now, students, all of us, right? We struggle with trying to fit in with whether with our friends. We're not so sure if we should be the cool kid or the nerd or the overly excited kind of child or student. So it is very important that you know who you are as a person so that that can define and determine where your life goes. Everybody understand? That is very important, right? So as we transition to our next presentation, Auntie Julie, Mrs. Wallace here. Okay, welcome. All right, so we will go into another exciting presentation, and this will further assist us, right? But there's something I want to say. Let's carry it in, right? Now, remember from the beginning, we said that it's not just about the academics, it's about the skills, right? And so, with no doubt, I think our next presenter will be presenting on the different skills. Now, I'm here chatting away. Do you know that I can make enough money to buy 2 houses, a car, and send kids to school, university? You don't think it's possible? You don't think it's possible? Just introducing the next person to come and saying some nice stuff to you. Do you know that that is actual, that's an actual skill, that's an actual job, Miss Brown, to talk. And you have different names. So you can either be a public speaker, right? So a person that just goes around talking about topics that people need to know about. For example, I share this with you and then I pick my guest, right? Now, at my church, we have a special day coming up, right? And we needed someone to speak just for half an hour on the topic of technology, right? So we needed a guest speaker to speak for only half an hour. Do you know how much money the person charged or is charging? Not millions. So, okay, 50, no, not so much. Half an hour we're talking. How much? 30, no, not 100. All right, so I'll tell you. So the person asked for $20,000 to speak for half of an hour. That's like 2 15 minutes coming together. $20,000 for half an hour. If we were to ask her to speak for an hour, that's $40,000 for an hour, right? That's and if you know about money, you will know that that's a lot of money for an hour. Right? So I see my presenter speaking, setting us up, continue. Right? So just by speaking about a topic, right? So I know for the boys you like tech stuff. Now most of our classes are online. You can do presentations, right? And I hope my presenter is not charging $20,000 now, right? So that's a skill, right? So many of us love to talk, right? We have fun talking and having conversations with other persons. That's an actual skill that you can reap rewards from. Right? So as you go throughout today, your eyes will open a little more about some of the things that you can possibly start thinking about doing. Remember, it's not just about the academics. Right? So while it's good to score good grades, not all of us would have had the ability to be so well, to do well. Right? So whether it is speaking, whether it is running, playing football, right? Those things are skills and it uses your time. And so people pay you for your time. Right? And that's something we always should try to remember. Right? So far we have sat and we have seen 3 presentations. And I'm coming around to ask, what is it that we learned so far? What you learned so far? Be comfortable with yourself. Be comfortable with yourself. Very good answer. What about you, Mr. Shirley? Staying focused in school. You learned so far. All right, now coming back to you. All right, so what we're learning so far?
Trust everybody.
Trust everybody? That was said? I don't remember that being said. All right, so let me. What is good to trust?
Be confident.
All right, be confident. Do your best at all times, all right?
Do not waste your time while you still have it.
All right, don't waste the time. And so
No waste your time at school and also like that. You should do all the others that you want to do also.
all right, that's a great one. All right, so what about my professionals over here? What you're taking so far as you get older?
You earn money and earn everything. But if you don't earn money and you earn everything,
Very good. And that's very true for now, because right now I feel like I want to start riding a bicycle to school. Don't allow negative talk to get you down, self-confidence.
You have the chance to do something, just do it.
Wait.
if you work hard to do anything, you can achieve.
Very good, very good. Give yourselves a round of applause. Right, so now we have another interesting presentation coming up, and we have Mrs. Paula Holness, who is going to be talking to us about, of course, some skills, right? And so she'll be doing her presentation. Give her a round of applause.
Good morning, Liberty. You must sound good. Good morning, Liberty. Sound a little better. If you hear me jump on your feet. All right, some people still not hear me. If you hear me jump up, pop up. Anybody ever say popcorn? Pop like popcorn. All right, so you're hearing me a little better. Wonderful. I want you, if you can hear me again, clap one time, two times. 1, 2, 3. Much better, you're coming alive. All right, so today we're going to have a discussion, and as loud as I'm speaking, when you're answering me back, that's how I want you to answer me loud and strong. Say strong. 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 All right, I like it. Liberty, I like the vibe already. All right, so today I'm here to speak to you about skills and a scholarship. Say scholarship. In the sound good. Scholarship. It sound good? All right. So those who don't know, a scholarship means that you are able to study, right, at a reduced or zero cost. So I want you to listen to me carefully because you have the opportunity to come to Excelsior, come into college, to study with us whatever skill you would like, or if you'd like to do an associate degree, or if you would like to do any subject, you can do that with us, CAPE subjects, etc., at a very reduced cost. I'm going to tell you what the cost will be like very soon, but I want you to first tell me what's your interest. Wow. Hi, my friend. I caught you off guard. I like it. Tell me what's your interest. What do you want to do? Come on. I like that. I want to try. What's your skill area? What you like?
I like to be a footballer.
I like it. Nice. So I'm already hearing fitness management. I'm already hearing those persons who are into sports. All right, so now the exercise we know today. I'm coming all the way over here. Which one goes first? Because I want to hear both. She goes first, all right? Performing arts. I like it. Look stronger than that.
I want to be a teacher.
All right, nice, wonderful. So we have performing arts, we have our teacher, and we have our sports gentleman over there. Nice.
I want to be a fashion designer and a singer and follow the footsteps of my hero Coffee.
All right. All right, so you want to be a fashion designer and you want to be a singer, right? Like coffee. All right, so I don't actually leave out that part, right? All right, so I won't leave out that part. All right, what are we thinking? What's here? All right, like everybody hear that? He wants to be a YouTuber. All right, so these are creative things that's coming into our job space now because of creativity. Very nice. What do you want to do? Shout it out. Okay, so you're into computing and you also are interested in medicine. Very good. Shout it out. Are you one? Oh, a YouTuber as well. Yes. An architect, I like it. A professor, I like, nice. A dancer, nice. A what? YouTuber, all right. A chef, I like it. You're changing your mind or you're adding something else? All right, so I'm happy that you're adding something else. That tells us that we don't have to have one career option. So we can want to be up to 5 different options. Nothing wrong with up to 5 different options. It means that if we don't do number 1, we can do what? Number 2, don't it? Or number 3. What's your number 3 option? Shoulder? Shoulder? Not sure? All right, do you know what your number 1 option is? What's your number 1? You're shy? Not sure or you know? You're not sure? It's okay, tell me what you think it's gonna be. You're not sure it's gonna be? All right. So I'm gonna go through some stuff today. What's your name? What's your name? Spencer. I'm going to go through a presentation today, and I want you to pay keen attention. After the presentation, I want you to tell me what you think you will like. Okay? So I'm going to show you some options today, and you tell me if any of them interest you. Is that clear? All right. So everybody, I am happy that you're telling me. Yeah, singing, right. So I'm happy that you're giving me your options. If you have an option that I've not said, keep your hand up. But if you have already said it, put your hand down. I did. We already said fashion designer. You're not listening. You see? So you have to pay keen attention, guys, because I'm going real quick, but I'm calling them out. Artist, yes, sir. A musician, I like it. Yes. All right. And I want you to know that all the things they're calling out, we offer them at Excelsior Community College. Now, I am from Excelsior and I am Paula Holness. And these are the different campuses of our school. I wish this was a bit brighter, but I just want to know if you can see it. You can see it a bit? All right, you kind of have to extend the 2020 vision, all right? Kind of push it. All right? So these are the campuses that we have, and depending on what you study, it determines which campus you're on. For example, if anybody wants to do food, so what we call hospitality and tourism management. Anybody wants to work in the hotel industry, wants to work as a chef, anybody who wants to do what we call health and wellness tourism, anything along that line, then you'll be, for example, at the Campo campus. So I'm giving you these ideas of the campuses that we have. And then I want you, if you have a pen, to make a note of our email address and contact number. So if you want to WhatsApp me after I leave here to ask me any question, this is the WhatsApp number, all right? It's 536-4765. I don't reach there yet. So remember, it's 536-4765. So this is how you will contact me via WhatsApp. If you want to send an email, it's admission. I know, that's why I'm saying it for you. You want the number again? All right, the number is 536-4765. Got it? Awesome. So for the email address, it's admission. That's ADMISSIONS. You go at your own pace. So it's admissions at ECC
.edu. She's going to help you. So at ecc.edu.jm. So I think everybody has, I know you don't, you'll get it. I'm going to give you something. I'm going to give, what's your name? Who? All right, I'm going to give you a special paper that has my email, my contact number, okay? So you don't have to write it. No, I want to give you the paper. All right, so very well. So we have the email address and we have the contact number. So moving along now, those persons who are in grade 11, right? I want you to make very special note of this. So whatever program, as I go through the program options, whatever program I go through, right? No, you don't have to write it. So email is there, that's fine. And the things that we're going through, okay? So we're going to end up talking about those programs, all right? All right, so everybody know those especially in grade 11, listen to me carefully, right? So you are eligible for a scholarship, right? And how the scholarship works is that just because you're in grade 11, when you come to apply for any of our programs, you tell them that you're in grade 11 and they'll sign you for the K-13 scholarship. All right? So the scholarship will give you a huge discount on your tuition fee. Is that clear? So say for example, if your program costs like 60,000, you will only pay like 12,500. So it will give you a huge discount if you tell them that you are in grade 11, you're from Liberty, right? And you're in grade 11. It's called the K-13 scholarship. So remember, grade 11 students, after you do your exams in May, June, right? I want you to apply as soon as you decide. So you're applying, you can apply in this March, April, May, June, July. It's up to you. But don't pass July. You apply and you say to them, I'm from Liberty. This is all they told us about the K-13 scholarship, right? And I want you to sign up for it. So whatever your tuition fee will be, you will be discounted. Is that clear? Clear? All right, very good. So that's for my grade 11 students. All right, so if you look on the screen, right, I know it's faded a bit, but these are some of the options. So my football over all the way to the right, yes. And anybody else who wants to do anything sports oriented, you want to do sports. I'm sure you've seen a sports gentleman on the screen. Those persons who want to be a chef, anything to do in the kitchen, those persons who want to do work in a warehouse, right? To help to stock products and things like that. To work with like Grace Kennedy. Anybody know Kendall? You know that brand? Yeah, anybody know Lasco? Yeah, Wisynco. If you want to work with any of those companies, those are an option, right? Then we have those persons who want to do something in the medical field. That's okay as well. Is there anybody that wants to work at the wall? What do you think? Anybody who wants to work at the wall? Right? Those options are available as well for students who want to work in any of those areas. Now, going through the presentation, I know some persons are interested in dance. So we have a School of Performing Arts. In our School of Performing Arts, you focus on dance,
You also do theater arts, and you do music. So those are the different areas covered by the School of Performing Arts, and you can get involved in doing any of those. All right? Now, I'm showing you this photograph. These are some of our students, right? And they pose for a photograph. Now, there's also persons who may want to work in early childhood, who like to help small children to learn. We also offer that program. And we also offer criminal justice. Is there anybody who wants to be a police officer, security guard, soldier? Right. So we offer programs for that as well. I'm seeing both of men over here well dressed. I'm hoping as I go through the presentation, based on how you're dressed, I'm hoping my assumption is right when I get why you're dressed that way. All right? Then we have those persons who want to be a social worker. So if you find that there are persons or children who are being disadvantaged, children who are having a warm time at their current homes, and you want to help them to get help, right? Social workers are very important, and that's something that you may be interested in. Now, as a part of the skill options, right, is there anybody who would like to be a nurse? Anyone wants to be a nurse? No? No? All right. No problem. Anybody wants to be an electrician? Very good. All right. Anybody, and I like how you dress though, by the way, as a airman, yes. Still like how you dress. Then there is computing. Anybody wants to do computing? Very good. So like a technician or anything that is computer related, we have a skill option for you as well. Anybody that wants to do cosmetology? All right. So we do offer cosmetology, right? So if you want to do hair, if you want to do makeup, if you want to do nails, the whole thing is available at the college. So I'm liking the fact that the 11th graders so far you're finding something that you're liking. That's a good thing. All right. Anyone interested in customer service? Business? Any business person here? No business person? Who? Oh, over here, right. Okay. So business is an option as well, right? So you can think of that as your option, right? And then we have food and beverage management. So those persons who are into cooking and baking, that kind of stuff, we definitely have a skill option that you can take up at the college as well. All right? So anybody interested in motor vehicle repairs? You want to do that? Anybody interested in motor vehicles? I see one person on this side. All right, so we're going good. After I make the presentation of the options that we have, and if you're not finding an option for you, I want you to tell me, all right? So please ensure that you're listening carefully. Now, is there anybody interested in geography? Anybody interested in being a health inspector? You like when the place is clean. You don't like dirty food place, right? Or if you go somewhere with your parents and the place don't look good and not clean, it bothers you. Anybody wants to do anything like that, we have an option for you as well. All right? So there is the environmental science that you can do. Anybody interested in math? Nice. All right. So we have a math and finance program as well. Is there anybody that likes to get involved? An activist, like to work on projects? So on my screen, you're seeing some students who went on a campaign with the Dirty of Jamaica. So they helped to clean up the beach side, right? And all of that stuff. So if you're interested in doing any social work, any social projects, I want you to know that at the college you will not only do academics. So it's not just about focusing on book work alone. So you're going to do book work, right? But you're also going to do all the things that you like.
So we're going to talk about clubs as well. We're going to talk about sports as well. So the college is very much into your well-being. My cosmetology person down there, we have not only at the skill level in terms of NCT vet, but we also go all the way to associate degrees as well. All right? So when you start, you're not just going to stop at the skill level. We will keep on going up. All right? So these are the options that we have. Is there any guy that wants to be a barber? Any guy wants to be a barber? I don't understand. Nobody don't want to put them here? Huh? Shut your face like, no, miss. I'm not putting here. Oh gosh. But the guys, I know that you see my guy over here with a nice fade. That means they're not run through with a hairstyle, right? Getting a haircut is important. So if you have an interest, and remember, you don't have to do one thing. So for example, I got a ride yesterday with a Uber driver. Anybody knows anything about Uber? Yes? All right. So I got a ride with an Uber driver, right? And she was telling me a little bit about herself. Now she's an Uber driver, and she also works in a financial institution, right? It seems like it may be a bank or something like that, right? But she's an accountant, and she's also a farmer. And I'm like, you don't look like a farmer. She had on her nice jacket and all this stuff, but she had a farm. She had pigs, she had chickens, she had goats, all of these things, right? And she's like doing three things at the same time. So on her way to work, she does Uber driving. When she's at work, she's doing her accounting. On the weekend, she's running her farm with her other business owners, right? So you don't have to do just one thing. So my friend right here that's not so sure, it's okay to have more than one life. It's okay to have more than one career. Nothing is wrong with that. All right? What you will do is just exercise your desires, exercise your will. Do them and then see what makes the money. Do them and see what makes you your happiest self. And the one that makes you happy, you go ahead and you do it even more. All right? So this is from my cosmetology person. Then I'm moving to those persons who notice that everything I tell you, you can start at the skill level, right? And then you can build yourself. So Excel doesn't want you to come there, start with a skill, and then you need brass. Okay? Just brass. No. You're gonna move up, right? So you're gonna move from being just with a skill, then you're going to go to getting an associate degree, just as though if you started out, right, at a salon working my cosmo frame, right? You may be the hairdresser. Which one you like? Hair or makeup or nails? All of them? So she do all of them, right? And she is the technician there. After a couple of years, after a couple of months, you may want to own your own salon. You getting me? So you want to grow. So when you come to Excel, you're not just going to stay at the skill level. You're going to move up, get more what we call qualifications. Such as your NCT vet, your starting skill. And then you can move up and get your associate degree. And then you move up and get your bachelor's degree. And then you move up and you go on to master's. And you say, what? I mean that? I mean you really are gross up, right? So that's the intention. You want to start somewhere, but where you start is not where you're going to stop. All right? Now, moving to for the persons who are into business, some people may not realize now that you're really into business management. As you grow older, you will realize, okay? Some people are very organized. They don't like when the paper them all over the place. They like when the office neat and nice, right? And whenever you're communicating with customers, you don't say, I don't understand. Which we don't say that, come back tomorrow, right? But you say, I'm sorry, we do not offer that product right now. Can you please check us in about an hour or just about another month, and you will receive the item.
So you don't even realize how much this is naturally in you, right? But as you study and at school, you will realize and you will see that part of you coming out. All right? So we're doing very well, right? Very well. So those persons who are into IT, who was my IT person again? Who's my IT person? Who wants to do computing? Who's up? Right here? All right, so I'm giving you this pen. When you come to Excel to sign up, this is the first pen you're going to sign up with. Here? All right. So, as an IT person, there are some persons here. Anybody like to use WhatsApp? Everybody use WhatsApp? No. Tell me another app that you use. Huh? Snapchat. What next? Instagram. TikTok. Facebook. What else? What? Twitter? Yes. So wait, is there social media you guys do? I know you play a game. What's this game app? FIFA? Play. Well, it's on the Play Store, but what's the game? Huh? What? Oh, Among Us. I don't know that one. I don't know that one. Alright, you know you get excited talking about that? Guess what happened? Somebody has to create that app. Yes, it never just appear. Somebody created it, right? So my 11th graders, you are transitioning, moving to college. If you find that you are very interested in computing, right, you may think of that area as an option for you. All right? So there's computing as an option. Now, moving along quickly, those persons who are into electrical, my friend right here, those persons who are into plumbing, those persons who are into welding, those persons who like construction, those are options that you can get into at Excel the Community College. All right? Now, as I come closer towards the end, remember I told you that Excel is not just into your academics, but we want to know that overall you're doing well as a student. Is there anybody that loves sports or plays a sport now? You guys do sports? But you don't do sports? Oh, okay. I still love track and field. So at Excel, so we have track and field, right? We know we're not just that. We can't even run, right? But we have basketball, we have track and field, right? We have rugby, and of course, when it comes down to payment option, I'm going to take a question, give me a few. When it comes down to payment options, we definitely have options for you. Now, you tell me what's the name of the scholarship that is open to all grade 11 students. There you go. That's my friend. Give her a clap. Good job. Give her a clap. All right. So the scholarship is called the K-13 scholarship. Grade 11 students, you cannot forget. Because when you come to Excel and you're signing up, you're going to tell them that you're doing the K-13 scholarship, all right? To get the discount. Now, is there anyone that you're having a career interest that I did not talk about? All right, so let me see my gentleman right here on the jacket. Looking dashing. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, we do offer mechanical engineering, sir. Looking like you're professional already. Yes, we do. We offer that. Anything else that you did not hear, so you can come to Excelsior to do that program, all right? All right, anything else that I did not say? That I did not say? What did I not say?
Law? Alright, so for law, the closest thing we have to law is paralegal studies. Alright, so it's better if you want to do law, you could probably do the case subject with us, but in terms of law itself, you could do it at UWI. Alright, so you do case subjects first with us and then transition to UWI to do law. Alright, so those persons who want to do medicine, anything medicine related, being a gynecologist, being a general doctor, being a pediatrician, all that stuff, you would have to do your case subjects first and then go to UWI to do anything in doctoral studies, okay, in medicine. Clear? So you would be a beginning step with the case subjects. What did I not say? I didn't say acting, I said performing arts. I said the School of Performing Arts offers theater arts, right? It offers dancing and it offers music as well. So which pretty much includes singing and all of that, right? Right? Very good. Anything else that I did not say? Is there anything I did not say? So those who want to be a model, you don't necessarily do a course in modeling, right? So you can choose any program that you want to study, but there's a modeling agency that you will go to, and you will audition for the agency, and they will let you know if you are accepted, right? And they're the one that does the training. But in terms of your academics, right? In terms of your schoolwork, you choose what you want to study. All right? Which can be tourism, it can be any area. All right? Anything that I did not say that you're interested in? What else did I say? I didn't travel, work and travel? All right, good question. I love that question. If anybody would like to, while they're studying at Excelsior Community College, go overseas and work in the summer, yes, we offer that program. However, here is it. When you do your yes, you get paid, and you get paid in US dollars. Yeah. So, here's the catch to it though. You have to get those CFC subjects, right? So first you get your CFC subjects, then you need to start at least an associate degree. So even if you get the skill level, you're still going to have to move up to the associate first, then you'll be eligible, right, to go on the work and travel program. So we do offer it, but it is to our students at least who are doing associate. All right, you must at least get to that point. So whatever subject they're doing now, you really have to work with your teacher, focus, and really get those CSET subjects. All right, what's an associate degree? All right, so an associate degree is what you get after doing 2 years, right, in college. The first 2 years give you an associate degree. So say for example, have you ever heard of a bachelor's degree? All right, so here's what happened at Excelsior. When you start your bachelor's degree, it's supposed to take you how many years? 4 years. So what they do is after you do 2 years, they give you an associate degree. Then you do 2 more years, and then you get the bachelor's degree. Let's go again. A bachelor's degree takes 4 years at Excelsior, right? When you do the first 2 years, then you get, what you get? An associate degree. Then you do 2 more years, and then you get the bachelor's degree. So that's how it works. Some institutions don't give an associate degree, but we do, all right? Because it does help. Now, I think I've covered most things, Andy Jody. I did? All right, so I covered most things. Remember, you have my contact number. Remember, you have the email address. So any question that you have, right, you can give
us a call, give us an email, or if you want to come by the college, we have no problem with you coming. Now, one last thing that we want to look at is how do you apply? Does anybody have a TRN? Good. If you don't have a TRN, talk to your parents when you go home. You must get a TRN. All right? Don't worry, just tell mommy that word. T, those letters, TRN. It's a tax registration number, that's what it means. So you need to have a TRN to apply. Your birth certificate, you have it? Your birth certificate, your TRN, 2 passport size pictures, right? And a character reference letter. Now my lovely sir at the back, right? If you are well behaving and sir knows that you're doing well, sir, you have no problem giving a character reference, right, sir? So sir is willing to give character references. And Jody is willing to give a character reference. So they will write a letter for you to say this is a good behaving student, accept them at Excelsior Community College. This is a TRN, guys. So you're gonna need one of these when they come to apply. When you apply for it, if you don't have it already, they may give you a paper, like a white sheet of paper, and it states your name and TRN number. That's okay. So we'll accept the paper from TRN office, or we'll accept the card. Any one of them is fine. And you carry your birth certificate, and you come and you apply. Remember, when you come to apply, grade 11 students, you should tell them what? K-13 scholarship. Very good. Very good. Very good. You're following. So, as you come towards the end, right? We are on social media. So, if all those persons that got excited about all those social media pages, we can look out for Excelsior on social media. Look out for our pages, all right? Now, as I wrap up, do you have any questions for me? No? Huh? It depends. No. It depends on when you start and what you do. All right? Yeah. Because my associate degree is only 2 years. So it depends on when you're going to finish. It's 2 years. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes. So the overseas work and travel program is fully legal, okay? There's nothing illegal about it. It has social security number, it has student visa, they'll help you to find somewhere to stay, somewhere to work, all of that. So they'll help you walk through the whole thing. And they'll work with you with your parents if you want. As in which program? Yeah. Oh, no. In terms of tuition, the scholarship only helps for your academics, the course you're doing. You have to pay for the work and travel differently. All right? All right, so I think I did a pretty good job giving you the information today. One last question. For the NCT one. Anyone? The skill. But for the associate degree, that's where you need to have like 5, right? Yes. 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 All right. So I'm wrapping up now. Thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it. Yes. Liberty, you are awesome. Those persons who are not in grade 11, I'm hoping to come again another time and we'll talk again. We'll get some time to wrap, and I'll of course keep you updated on the program offer that extent and what you can do when you get to that time. All right? In the meantime, you're going to pay attention. Teachers, yes, listen to your teachers, do your best, right? And we know that our best is definitely going on. So thank you guys for having me. All your lecturers, all your teachers, everybody that's here, thank you so much. It was absolutely about, it was lovely. Did you see anything you liked? Thank you. That's good to hear. Very good to hear. All right, guys, thank you.
All right, can we have another round of applause for Mrs. All right, so she said a lot that we need to consider. Now, one of the overarching things that she says is that, paraphrasing, you can't just depend on one thing to take you through, right? Which means you need to have a number one, a number two, a number three, a number four. Now, my question, since probably we're not so sure, I'm going to ask our vice principal. If he was not teaching, what would he be doing? All right, so he would be a businessman. All right. Ms. Fenton, what would you be doing?
Accounting.
All right, accounting.
Ship construction.
Ship construction. What's that about?
Making ships.
Oh, nice. All right, she will be a lawyer and probably low-key she wants to live in Mobile, right? I won't say anything more. No, there are a lot of things that we can do. For me, if I was not teaching, I would be either being a chef. Yes, I can cook. I would either be a musician, right? I would either be a public speaker. I could continue and continue, which means you need to have other things other than your main job, grade 11, to get you through. So already we're complaining that food prices are high. We can't take the toll, we can't drive vehicles, we probably have to go electric because gas prices are so high. So it means in order for you to have enough money to be comfortable, you can't just rely on one job to get that done, right? So you have to have a number of incomes, multiple streams of income, right? So we continue our presentations, but at this time, we're going to take a little pause, and I'm going to ask all the students from grade 7 to 9, including EC 1 to 3, to quietly take their chairs back to your classrooms, as the rest of the information will all benefit the grade 11. So grade 11, 10, remain. Grade 10 and 11, remain. Nine, 10, and 11, sorry, right. You are the professionals, you can't run away. You don't get the job yet, you don't want the job anymore? Come on, you can't run away the job in times like these. All right, so I'm going to ask my grade 10, 9, 10, 11, just bring your chairs over a little in the center. Maintain the order with the rules. Nice and professional, just to say. All right, grade 9 to 11, are we ready? So, for our final presentation before lunch, I know we're getting there. We have two presenters who will be speaking to you at this time. One first. All right, so I'm going to allow you to give the instructions. All right, so for now, we are going to change how you are arranged, but I'll allow them to give you that instruction. Right, so from the Hard Trust NSTA, we have Mr. Jason Jacket and Miss Nicole Elliott. Right, and if you know anything about Hard Trust, right, you'll know it also has to do with skills training, and so that's relevant information that we will need. Right, so I'll invite them to come and share with us as you continue your presentation. Give them a round of applause, please. Come on, we sound like we're hungry. Give them a round of applause. Thank you, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. How we doing? All right, I'm going to give you some instructions. I'm going to ask you to change your position a bit into a circle. You can just form out into a circle for me, please. So good morning again, everyone. My name is Nicole Elliott. I'm Client Service Officer at Heart NSPA Trust. I'm here with my colleague, Mr. Jason Jackwet. And as I said before, I am from Heart NSPA Trust. Anyone has ever heard the name Heart Trust? What have you heard the name? What comes to mind? Skills, I'm hearing skills. What type of skills? Any suggestions? Okay, so I'm going to share with you the various programs that we offer. Starting off with our skills, all right? So we have food preparation, housekeeping, food and beverage. Anything else you guys hear associated with heart in terms of skills? Electrical. These are all new to you guys. All right, so we have food and beverage for persons who are interested in the hospitality services, in the restaurant operation, food and beverage, food preparation for persons who are interested in being a chef. Anyone here is interested in being a chef? Anyone wants to work in the kitchen, being a chef, preparing meals? We have housekeeping. Anyone wants to work in the hotel industry? No housekeeper? Anyone interested in the electrical maintenance, running the lights? All right, so for anyone who's interested in those skill sets, fashion designing, any fashion designer? Right, so you can come to Heart. We have our level 2 and our level 3 programs.
For the level 2 programs, everyone listening, for the level 2 program, someone want to say something? So we have level 2 and level 3. A level 2 means that you're certified and you're competent in the skill area. And the level 3 is a diploma. All right, so for persons who are interested, you must be 17, must have a TRN to apply, and the cost is only $3,500. Please go ahead. I'm getting to that part, what is needed. So to apply, must be 17 years of age, must have a TRN, and at least one CXC subject will get you eligible to pursue the course. But let's say you are not successful in any of your CXCs and there's no qualification. Once you come to any of our parish office and we sign you up, you get a date to do an entrance test. That's a math and English test. All right, it's a 9th grade diagnostic assessment test just to see if you're at 9th grade level. And once you're past that entrance test, you are now able to pursue the course. All right, so that is our skill set. For persons who may have done their CXCs and we're not so successful, we have the CXC program for you guys. So it's a 5 CXCs that we've offered. Must be 17 also and have a TRN, and we have a 5 CXC subjects for that program. And you must have 2 passport size photo, your birth certificate, and your TRN, and get an opportunity to do 5 CXC subjects free of cost. All you would need to do is to pay for the subject itself. The classes are free. It's called the High School Diploma Equivalency Program. All right, so for persons who are not so successful in your CXC and you want to do some subjects, we offer that program, offering 5 CXC subjects for free. All you need to do is to have your TRN, 2 passport size photo, your birth certificate, and you can sign up for that program. We also have job placement. Anyone wants to, after leaving high school, to go and work? All right, so we have what is called the SL Top program. That is called the School Leavers Job Opportunity Program. So you must be 17 to 23 to apply. So it's for persons who are leaving high school, have CXC, they must have at least 3 CXCs for that one goal. So you have your CXC subject and you want to work in an organization to get a feel of the business world, you can sign up for that program. It's called the SL Top program. School Leavers Training Job Opportunity Program. And you'll be placed in an organization, it's a 2-year program. You'll be placed in an organization to learn and earn. And while you're learning and earning, you'll be doing a hard qualifications in your level 2, to get a level 2 certificate. And you know, this is a good opportunity that sometimes the company that you're placed in sometimes take on our trainees to be permanent employees at the location. So that also is another opportunity you can consider. We also have the Registered Apprenticeship Program. Anyone has ever heard of the Registered Apprenticeship Program? Someone at risk? All right, so anyone has ever heard about the RAP program, Registered Apprenticeship Program? That's new. For persons also leaving high school and who want to be placed in a job opportunity, we have the Registered Apprenticeship Program. Even if you do not have any CXC, you can still sign up for this program. You'll be placed in an organization, but we'll have to give you an entrance test. So once you're successful in the entrance test, you'll be placed in an organization working while earning and also getting the opportunity to do a hard certificate because you'll be assessed on the job. All right, and at the end of your tenure, you would do an examination to get your level 2 certificate in business administration. So it gives a lot of opportunity at heart for persons leaving out of high school. We have CXCs, what else we have? We have skills training program, and we have the job placement program. Anyone remember the name of any of the job placement program? Anyone? RAP? SL Top? All right, your friend here asked about the summer employment opportunity, and I'm going to touch on that. For some persons interested in being placed in an organization for summer, we do offer summer programs
Normally by May, the forms would be available, so you can visit any one of our parish office to pick up a form for the summer program, and you get a call as to the steps from there on. All right? Any questions? No questions? Anything on skills training? You're interested in music? Fashion designing, that is offered at garments. So once you have at least one CXC or even no CXC, we'll give you an entrance test. You can sign up for that program, fashion designing. It's offered at Garments Heart Academy, located at 76 Marcus Garvey Drive. And we also have music there as well. So you can do both career choice is offered at Garments. Any questions, anybody? All right, so we're just going to run through. High Trust offers skills training in what areas again? We want to list some areas. Food and beverage, food preparation, housekeeping, welding. We offer job opportunity, name 2 of the job opportunities. SL Tab, the registered apprenticeship. And if you do not have any CXCs, what you'll be given a diagnostic assessment test. All right, so you'll be able to enter any one of these programs. And we also offer the summer programs as well. I think that is basically it. Any questions? So thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting us here at Heart. And do enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you, Miss Elliott. All right, how are we doing now? Everybody feeling all right? Okay, so we're going to give you a 5 minutes break just to freeze your brains, because then the interviews are coming up right after lunch. Right? Everybody has their resumes with them? And this is the hands of those who have their resumes with them. What? Where are our resumes? You can't come to the interview without your resume. Here's what we're going to do, because your lunchtime is not until 11:35. What time is it? 11 o'clock. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into our interview tips. The presenter will be done. After which you will go for your lunch. After lunch, you will return and we'll start the interviews. All right. All right. So this time we will ask Miss Reed
Oh, Miss Reed is here. And I want you to listen up carefully. Because everything that you hear now and you learn now, you will be using them in your interviews, right? So sit up, pay attention, listen up, conduct yourself accordingly, and we proceed afterwards, all right? Miss Reed, your student.
Beautiful. So I am seeing you. Wonderful seeing you, Zoe. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Let me scan. Let me scan. Very good. Good to see you. All right. I do pray that this session, familiarity, does not breed contempt. Yes, because you're used to seeing me in all of your sessions, really for language and literature. However, I'm going to ask you to please allow me to impart some added knowledge that will benefit you. All right. So today I want to give you some takeaways that you will be able to carry into your interview. So I'm going to speak to you along two main lines of attire and attitude. That is attire and attitude. So let me give you an opportunity to ready yourself. Sit as how you would sit, yes, as you arrive for your interview. Look on your person, that is yourself, yes, and determine if you are ready. Check to see that your tie is in position, your skirt is at proper length, that you are seated properly. Check your head to see if everything is well. Not only in position. That's a quote for you, you know. Yeah, no, you get it? You don't get it yet? Yes. Linton? All right, ready yourself now, you know. All right, beautiful. So let's take the attitude first. Gentlemen, you are walking as though you are approaching your interview section. Unacceptable. You are late. Attitude. Punctuality is key. Please, it is not old-fashioned for you to arrive 15 minutes early. It is good. Let me say, I'm not going to put it on the manners, you know, because this is something that I need the entire cohort to develop. So I'm going to say, let it be a part of your etiquette. You were here for that session? The etiquette, yes, it goes a part of your demeanor. So you arrive early. That's number one. How many minutes do you arrive for your interview? 15 minutes early. Yes, you could make it 10 minutes. However, I do know that Jamaicans tend to be fashionably late. It is still unacceptable for your interview. Clear? So 10 to 15 minutes early. Beautiful. As you approach, yes, the environs of which you're in, I see much of you have your nice jackets, your folded jackets or your briefcase, yes. Please to ensure that it is nice and fitted and suited to carry your documents without anything falling out, yes, to the floor. Now, as you approach, who would like to come and demonstrate for me? Yes, you are seeing a personnel at the front, admin. How do you approach the admin? Wrong. Come, Stephanie, I am hearing your voice. Come quickly, quickly. So approach me as though you would approach, yes, the personnel at the front. Good morning. Okay, all right. And your name is? Stephanie Arthurs. Okay, let me check to see where you are at on our list. Yes, I'm seeing you. All right, you are slotted for 10:30. It is now 10:15. You may have a seat. Thank you. Someone give me comment on that, please. How did Stephanie approach? She had manners. Posture, yes, was a little slouchy. I would rather say timid. Right, so please to cast away your dreamy eyes and your sleepiness as you enter. So as you enter, please, your posture is key. Your posture is key. Ensure your back is straight. You are looking up. Make eye contact with the personnel. And it is still fashionable to smile. Not grin teeth, but smile. Be pleasant. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning. My name is Stephanie Arthurs, and I am here for an interview. I am slotted for 10:30. You see, when you look down and see 10:15, something has made an indelible mark already. Is that clear? So you are going to go in and you're going to speak with confidence. I heard Mrs. Graham speak on that this morning. Good? Yes, beautiful. So even as you are seated, what do you do? Remember, we're talking about attitude. What do you do? You, yes, ensure to sit properly, posture, yes. Cross your legs where? Ankle, ladies, at the ankles, certainly, or just slant. Yes, beautiful, you are a lady. Yes, and what else? Ryan, open your eyes. What was that, Stephanie? Look directly at the person, but the admin is at the desk and you are seated with others. Please to be quiet, Sadiki. Yes? Now, what do? You have persons beside you who are waiting for the interview. Yes? Can't you make small talk? Hi, how are you? Nervous? Huh? A little small talk can break the ice for you. Additionally, what they tend to do is to give you a form of which you need to fill out. Ensure that you walk always with your pen. Yes, your pen and even a copy of your resume. Kalima, listen. Yes, a copy of your resume, because sometimes what you find is that when you are around new persons, you tend to get a little nervy, a little nervous. Anybody, that happens to anybody? No, you're all brave as lions. Beautiful. Yeah? So you would tend to forget the information. They're even asking you about the school that you went to. You're like, what is it? What? Yeah? Excuse you? Is it detrimental? So sit. Yes. So what you do is you have a copy of your resume and you just look back, just calm yourself, look back on the resume and you fill out the appropriate points. Okay? Now remember, some of you may think that you are top notch, but I'm going to ask of you, please don't go so self-assured that you are not humble. You are sitting as though you are ready for an interview, Matthew. Is that your posture? Yes, many of you slouch. It is unacceptable. Please and thank you. So attitude, let's do a recap. You are going to go in, yes? What? On time, punctual, yes? And number two, you are going to be pleasant, yes? You make eye contact, and you can do a little small talk, as well as come prepared to ensure that you fill out your relevant forms. Everyone has their resume with them? Pop them out for me, please. Yes, Mr. Quickly, unacceptable. You ought to be prepared. You were advised. Very good. Open them for me, please. At the top of your resume, you should have an objective. Sit properly. Put up your mask. Look at your resume. Sadiqi, read yours for me, please. You don't have one? Why? You're unaware that you should bring a resume? Grade 11? What is this? What, you guys not prepared? Huh? You should be prepared. Just hold on, I'll give you just one at a time. Mr. Abrams, read yours for me, please.
You play a role in a dynamic.
Miss Kelly, they're not ready for me
Seeking a lead role in a dynamic international company focused on animation, design, and filmmaking, while utilizing creative, artistic, and technological skills.
Thank you very much. Come right here for your interview for me, please. Let's go. You're walking in as though you are here for your interview. And I am the first person you meet upon. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your patience. I will now be taking Mr. Nicholas Abrahams. Mr. Abrahams. Mr. Abrahams. Just have a seat for me, sir. Thank you so very much for coming today. As I am looking at your resume, tell me something about yourself. Time to think about it? Certainly, you may return. I need a grade 11 now. Grade 11? Grade 11? Where are you going? Matthew? I am now ready for Matthew Coward. This session will benefit you. Come to the forefront, Matthew. Matthew Coward. Oh, so you have applied for the job, but you don't want the job. Don't waste my time. Grade 11. There is absolutely no grade. Sadiqi, come to the front for me. Sadiqi Salmon, come to the front. Oh, Salmon. All right, this is not a funny matter. Sadiqi, look at your attitude in approaching. That's where you're going to go. Guidance Department, I make this a referral. Sadiki, thank you so very much for taking the time to come in and speak with us today. Could you tell me about yourself, sir?
I do want to say,
Thank you. Tell me what makes you a good fit for this job.
I have the qualification. Achieve your goals as quick as possible.
Thank you so very much. Guidance Department, will you give him the job? Why?
Walked on the stage, was at the, because we want the job. There was a sense of urgency. Very confident how we answer the question. No problem.
Thank you very much, Ms. Beers. Come with me. Come with me. To get it as an experience. Adobe, you ready? Great night. Oh, Mr. Lee would like to go? I am ready for Miss Sudario. Pardon me, Mr. Sudario. Come to the forefront, sir. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. You know, I am a very honest, hardworking person that works well with other people. And also, I am a very jovial person. As it pertains to education, I see myself as a very smart person, and I am very open-minded. I like to take instructions when it's given mannerably. As a very God-fearing person that goes to Assembly Adventist Church, I would like to say, any conflict that comes up, I always pray to God. Spend a little time to get calm before I deal with the issue.
Yo, leader, why not send me the report? Shut your mouth now.
Yes, I would just first I would pray to God to find the correct answer. Yes, yes. I would give it a 5 minutes and then see what the problem is. I give it 5 minutes for it to cool off, then see what the problem is and see how best I could work out a solution. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Lee. Comment on his attitude. He confidence. Yes, I saw that too. Guidance Department. Yes. Respect. Yes. Did he answer the question forthrightly? He was nice. Okay, he was nice, not naive. Yes? He was serious. Grade 11. Comment on the gentleman now? What was that?
Very smart.
Yes, very good. I would love to rate you, sir, at an 8 out of a 10. You are getting there. I can rate him as 10 out of 10. He's just fat, ain't it so? But very well, Mr. Lee, very well. So remember, even in answering those questions, yes, you can tell them that you are, what you say now, friendly, but you have to definitely make it related to the job and what you have on the resume. So when you say that you are diligent, they are saying, okay, you're going to come here to get my job done. And that is what they require. So you do not go in there and to waste person's time. Is that clear? Beautiful, very good. One grade 9? Grade 9? So we come to the forefront for me, please. Yay, beautiful. Hi, Mr. Norm. Very good to see you today. Yes, and how are you today?
Well, I was I was looking and I realized that you needed, an attorney. So I decided that I'm fit for the job, and I decided to put my chances out there. Just in case. Well, for one, I am very caring. I do problem solving. I like to help people to resolve their conflicts and figure out what is going on and find a possible solution to everything that probably has a possible solution. I read, I go through the documents that people can't go through. And if we don't know, I go through it and then try and find a solution and help them through it as well. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Excellent, excellent. No, I'm going to point you in the direction of, even when I asked her about her spare time, she made it relatable to the job. But tell them, say you're a skydiver. Hello? It don't relate to the job. So she was smart in answering. She was specific. Yes, and she said, in my spare time, I enjoy the reading and especially going through back the cases and to see, how to solve. Girl, it's no teachers, Miss Rita too. Yes, bless the Lord. Very good. So I want to encourage you. Your posture, your attitude, where you answer the questions, they do matter. So let me just quickly touch on your attire. Please, please, please. I see most of you, you're wonderfully dressed. Yes, ladies, please, to keep the skirt at knee length or just a little bit over, because when you sit, the length tend to go up. And we talked about your posture. Yes, and you're seated, right? You slant to the side or you cross at the ankles. Beautiful. And you have your stocking, yes? It's still fashionable, and especially too, you're going to get the job, so look professional. If you have even a cami top, yes, on, like your inside blouse, like for example what Adobe has on, you make sure that is covered with a sweater or a jacket. Please do not show the leg and the hips. Yes, please keep them covered, right? As well as somebody said something? All right, beautiful. And for ladies, no revealing toes. kind of shoes, right? When you're going for your interview, make sure that your toes are covered and the heel back, no cracky. Yes, so a nice full shoe, like even 1 inch or 1.5 inch is fine, right? And so to just keep it appropriate, gentlemen, top notch to you guys this morning. I see the tie, you guys are on fleek, yes, your nice dark pants, and I see you coming in with your nice popping of the purple and the red. Typically for your interview, you keep it the dark, neutral tones, yes. However, I do see that they're moving out into colors more and more. However, please, when you're not sure, just go and tone it down. All right, beautiful. And your gentleman's cut is still in fashion. Ensure that you don't have the big, puffy hairstyle going in. Yes, I'm not talking about persons who have length, because some person here just not. But I'm saying the extra puffiness and the green here and the purple, it is unaccepted. A gentleman cut is fine. All right. Let me see if there's anything else I'm leaving out. And please, ladies, even as you go for your interview, you normally have on like your nail polish and some of them cracky. Just take it off now. Just take some nail remover or some acetone and take it off. It's best to go even neutral. Just keep everything nice and clear. Reason being, somebody tell me why you going there and make sure that you are at a moderate tone. Somebody think about it and tell me why. The loudness is unacceptable. Why, Mike? Stephanie. Ah, beautiful. And you are along the same line. Adobe, pay attention, sit up. Sorry, today's training for you. Get used to it. Sometimes you'll be there waiting your turn all 2 hours. Please, thank you, right? So you do not step inside of person's organization with your loudness. When you come in with the loudness, what they say, when I say loudness, your ears, your near, your clothes say something about you. You're coming in there basically saying to them, never take over your organization. So they pass you by. Please do not allow that. Yes, I'm not saying to dumb yourself down. Dress up, look good, yes, but please keep it moderately toned. All right, beautiful. Is there anything that I'm missing out, guidance department? Kind of speak standard English. Yes, when you enter standard English, sit up for me, Mr. Hayes. It is standard English. Even when the interviewers, because sometimes you would have a panel like 2 or 3 persons interviewing you at a time, I'm going to ask you, please, even when they give a joke, don't do the dirty laugh. Why? No, you don't. Funny. Yes, please, mannerism, professionalism, I'm asking of. Please. All right. So remember, your attire and your attitude makes a difference. And please be punctual. Even as you go in, nerves will get you, but do know that you are more than conquerors. Practice in your mirror before you go. All right. And go through the questions so that you can determine even how you're going to feel them and so that your confidence will rise. So I wish you all the best, even as you go on. You will not see me, some of you, after this year. Yay! Yeah. Oh, yes, I said that right. Yes. So grade 11, as you leave, I wish you the very, very best. All right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Ms. Reed. Thank you very much. I hope we all learned, did we? So we can see you guys bringing out all of what you said in the interview after lunch, right? Right? So the interviewers, don't expect it to come
and sit like this.
Yes, just like how we were sitting just now. Let me look at the who do you mean? Okay, look at how Chloe is seated. Look at Mia. Look at Kalima. Look at Nicholas. Look at Alif. Sudaria, Mike. Yep, doing good. Basil. Oh, okay. Oh, what's mine? All right. So now we're going to what time is it now? Okay. So you're going to go for your lunch. No, you're not going to do the whole day and eat lunch. Right, Nicholas? Because after lunchtime is the interview. And I know sometimes after we eat, we feel slouchy and we want to sleep. Not your nurse. After lunchtime, we want to sleep. You cannot go in the interview and fall asleep, right? Or slouch. So you have to remain seated, shoulders upright, legs together, still neat. So nobody go, you can't play that suit today. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Tegan. Yes. No, we're going to send for you. So you're going to go to your respective classes, and then someone will be coming to you to get the student, get you out to come back here for the interview. So that's what you'll be doing. All right. Remember to have your resume. So when you come inside for the interview, you should have your resume with you. All right. You may go. Take your chairs. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Is Zachary Stewart from Grade 9 here today? No mystery. All right, so take your chairs.
I just asked.